ask how big your deposit would be?
Well, I'm off work now, so we haven't got quite so much at the moment. But I reckon we could manage about £100.
Oh, £100 would barely cover the legal costs involved. You might be lucky and find a new flat with a deposit of only £400, but you'll be very lucky. I mean, we do have cheaper houses, but they're in such a bad condition that a building society would normally require you to spend about £700 on improvements. And they'd withhold a proportion of the loan until the work was completed. So you see, really, the cheapest houses are bought by the people with the money in hand to improve.
So really, it was a waste of my time coming here.
So I've lived here for since 1981.
And this is where you definitely call home.
This is my home. I mean, and my children, 4 children brought up here, went to the local school, and well, it's not no benefit to me, this SRB. It's a bad day for me and other tenants on tenants or leaseholders on Woodbury Down, because it's an end of the life as we knew it, as far as I'm concerned, because I will not benefit from anything new going on.
Yeah.
You can see all the trees. You can see the lines of trees inside our fencing there, and there was a farm here, so there's pear trees and cherry trees. There's 94 trees on this part of the estate. These are all breeze blocked out, but. And this is the new river.
Yeah. What about a bit of community here? It's just going to be destroyed.
Yes, well, it's already been destroyed here. I mean, you know, we're just hanging on to get a decent deal ourselves, to get a deal where we can replace our homes. I mean, I feel entitled to live with as much comfort as I have now, without financial loss. And what they've offered to this state does not allow that. But I think I will get that. I think I will just about get the fact that I will be able to continue to live without financial loss and as much housing comfort as I have now. Because this whole project is supposed to be about benefiting people's housing, but it's questionable if it will benefit people here. It was quite an engineering feat, because before then Londoners were sold bottled water in the 1600s. And you can see the Alley Pally. And you can see all the way up to Hertfordshire. You have glasses on. If you have binoculars, you can actually just make out the church of High Barnet there. From the church at High Barnet, I have looked at Woodbury Down and picked up my flat. Yeah. I also have a thing which is an indicator. According to the nationwide, and if you have a valuation on your property, from a certain date. You can put that in and they will give you the value of it now, yeah? So this property was valued at $62,000 in 1992 when I bought it, when we became leaseholders. And you put in the postal code, which I've put in, N41SS, and it comes back and with this information. A property located in Greater London, which was valued at $62,000 in Q4 of 1992 when I bought it, would be worth approximately $241,811 in Q3 of 2006. Now, I mean, they've never offered anywhere near that amount, and that's of course the same value as this 4-bedroom down at Graysbrook Road. However, I am not asking for $241,000. My settlement rate now is less than that, in fact, I was going to settle for $190,000.
Yes? Okay.
Right, we'll have the presentation first, then we'll take questions after.
How long will it take?
Right, we have...
The vision here really was to try and convert this, take Woodbury down, in the end rebuild it, and rebuild it as a place where people actually want to come and live and want to come and possibly work or shop or just come and see friends here. Somewhere that has affordable housing, that has well-planned facilities, and we'll see in a moment there are quite a number of facilities that are being brought into the area or improved in the area, and really making the most of these existing assets that we have here.
It was supposed to be and was presented to us as something that would benefit the residents, tenants and leaseholders of Woodbury Down. But in fact, like I said, I'll repeat it again, the only people who are going to benefit are the developers.
If they need a firework up their backside, they don't live here. They sprout all this rubbish, we get all this nonsense, and nothing is actually being done.
Something that we have aimed for, because I mean, even when one of the open shows we had a resident here who was a tenant and who came and said, I'm a tenant here, I want to stay here, how can I afford to buy a home here? And that's exactly the reason for having intermediate homes here, to encourage the present community to establish and reinforce their roots in the area.
Leaseholders also who's lived on here for 30, 40 years.
I know.
Right? Even we
Some of them are in their 80s and 90s.
We will not be able to afford to buy a property on here.
I know.
When you think that they are underestimating prices for the homes, right? They're given, say they keep it 190 for a 4-bedroom, but the average bedroom is 3, which is 175. They're going to sell the new properties at starting prices of over £300,000. So now, how will we, and I hold my hands up, a leaseholder, that I bought my property so that when I retired, which I am now, I wouldn't have to have the worry of rents or anything else.
The phasing, we did a lot of work on this. It has been quite responsive to some of the comments that came from people. We were told that certain of the homes were far worse than the others, and people have told us, well, actually no, there are some which are in other places which are bad, and so we've had to adjust the phasing, and we've really tried to do it in such a way that the worst housing is built first, if possible.
That's why you're getting these leaflets that come out, which are telling blatant lies.
Yeah.
The leaflets they are giving are telling blatant lies. They say the worst down first. Now, I will get anyone who wishes, and I will take them down to Spring Park Drive, where the people don't want their homes demolished. They've got notice up, leave our homes alone. That is by the water.
I didn't want
so
mine
they want it
demolished.
down. But then you got the 7 blocks, and I would like them to come round the 7 block. It is crumbling.
Absolutely.
The windows are falling out. So where is worst comes down first. Blatant lies, and people are not acting on that, and that's what really gets me. They're just gonna get-
and Jesse
But the
will grow
council-
old. Will grow old in these blocks. Looking at all the
Tell me about
older
it.
Jesse. We're not
And
younger.
then
In
they
one
say-
way, I'm thankful. I'm the age I am, and I say thank God I won't be
Yeah.
around to
But
go
let-
in one of those rabbit hutches.
So now let's talk.
Just a minute, Vi. As far, I mean, we were told in the beginning, the real trouble is we've had too many cooks spoiling the broth. Every time somebody new comes in, they change the goalposts. Now these flats, apart from Woodbury Grove, where there was a couple of blocks, Dean and Duffield, where the backs were broken, these flats have been neglected. They haven't even had external painting since 1977. Now, this is the 7 blocks. Now, from day one, they've known there was a problem with concrete. We've got spalling concrete. We've got Crittall windows. And the windows, I mean, yesterday when we had that gale, I thought my windows were coming in, quite frankly. I'm on the top floor. But we've got problems of overcrowding. Many of the tenants, because these were first occupied in 1948, many of the tenants are elderly. We've got people in their 90s.
They are now treating the shopkeepers on Woodbury Grove in exactly
In the same way as Lee
underhand manner. There are one of the shops has been there for over 50 years. All they're offering these shopkeepers is something like £8,500 compensation, which is ludicrous. They can't sell their leases on because there's a break clause which rests at 2009. So who is going to buy a property which they want as a business with a break clause, which after 2009 they can just say bye-bye, you know, we'll give you 5p halfpenny and off you go. It is outrageous.
And we don't know what shall we do, they said, and we are offering you £805,000 to go away. We had bought here £65,000. What will be our money?
Yeah.
They don't think, the keepers. They have moved all the house person who they are living in the. Nobody's in the house. Now you are seeing here, they have closed the road. No person are coming here. We are in debt. You know, we are in loan. We have too much loan, and we couldn't able to pay them. I don't know what we shall do, because the council says that we shall not give you another. Give me my money that I bought the least, isn't it? Yeah. It is too easy to say that I will not give you a new shop. is easy. But the human rights doesn't say just like that. Is it?
Topladık imzaladı gene baba. İmzalarda.
You know, it is all the person in this area that are living, they wish not to move all the shops here, you know, and we have sent them to the council. Yes, and everything is money. We are 2 persons here. I'm the boss father. We are working and we are not getting our salaries.
When this first started, it was agreed, fully agreed, that the shops will get first option.
Absolutely.
On the new shops here. Now, they haven't done that. They've reneged on that as well.
Well, they've said it would be unfair if they gave them first refusal, which is a load of rubbish.
That was all agreed. That was agreed with the EDC, the regeneration,
absolutely,
the lot. And now they've reneged on that, like they have with the leaseholders, with their shared equity and what have you. But the worst thing that I think is bad as well is that now some of their leases are coming to an end, and they're only going to issue them for, what, 3 months, 6 months at a time.
Exactly.
So then they won't have to pay them compensation.
It's outrageous.
And really, because after all this time of doing it, what we want to do is to get some bricks and mortar or concrete and steel going on site, and hoping to get a start in towards the end of next year. So in a year's time, maybe, we hope, there'll be cranes and machines working to build on the first site, and that really is, that will be a big achievement. So there we are, that's, I think, where we are now.
Thank you very much, Alan. Thank you. Thank you. If you did do well, I'm not quite sure whether it was a 15.
Funny. A place like that even smells different. Must be the central heating. Felt different too, in your bones. Oh, what a place.